The main question everyone is asking right now is, did Delta Force just kill Warzone Mobile? I know saying this sounds dramatic, but with today's shocking announcement, it feels more real than ever. Call of Duty Warzone officially announced that they will be shutting down on mobile. While many of us might have seen this coming already, what we didn't expect was how fast Delta Force Mobile would swoop in and actually do things better than Warzone did. If you've been following the game since its beginning, you probably have a mix of disappointment, frustration, and maybe even a little relief. But in this video, we're going to break down what went wrong with Activision's decision to shut down the game and how Delta Force might become the future of Warzone Mobile. So, a few hours ago, they dropped a tweet making it official. What they basically said was, "We're proud of what we've accomplished, but we will no longer be supporting Warzone Mobile." That's what Activision said. But in translation, what this really means is, there will be no more updates for the game. They won't be adding new content, and they won't be fixing any bugs or glitches anymore. However, they will still keep the servers running, but they will remove the game from all the app stores. Meaning, Warzone Mobile will no longer be available on the Apple Store or Google Play Store. They will take it down. Existing players will still be able to play the game as it is now, but without any updates. Honestly, this is very sad and frustrating, especially for those who have followed the game since its early testing days back in 2021 to 2022. Everyone who followed it believed Warzone Mobile was going to be the next big trend in mobile gaming. It was supposed to deliver a full AAA experience, bringing PC-level gaming to mobile. But instead of that, the community got a broken launch, constant glitches, poor optimization, and unfulfilled promises. What makes it even worse than just annoying is the lack of care from the development team. Let me be real with you. Warzone Mobile never felt finished. Even with Activision's massive budget and multiple studios behind it, the game couldn't deliver the simple, basic things most of us expected. For example, when it comes to optimization, even on the latest Red Magic 10 Pro, a high-end gaming phone with a built-in cooling fan, it still struggled to run Warzone Mobile at 60 FPS and to keep cool. I'm talking about a gaming phone built for heavy gaming, yet it struggled to run Warzone Mobile smoothly. Also, don't get me started on the visual bugs. Even after a year of its global launch, there are still unpolished environments. There are still bugs in the game, and some of the textures are still flickering. Another major issue that caused a big backlash was the fact that mid and low-end devices couldn't run the game well, or in some cases, couldn't run it at all. This was a huge blow to the community of players who fell into that category. They promised us lobbies filled out across both the Battle Royale and multiplayer mode. That never really happened. There were no meaningful updates. It was just the same events and missing features they kept promising from day one. Honestly, I could still go on and list all the things they failed to do properly. After the Black Ops 6 integration, it became painfully obvious they had given up on the game. It wasn't making as much money as expected. The player base saw a massive decline, and they didn't even bother fixing most of the core issues the game had. Now, here's where things get interesting. While Warzone was crashing and burning people's devices, another AAA shooter was rising from the shadows. I'm talking about Delta Force. You might be asking, what is Delta Force doing better? Delta Force is also a AAA game with smooth performance, and it's not just made for high-end devices. Even mid-range phones can run it smoothly without lag. The graphics are very good, the environments are detailed, and the animations are fluid, top-tier quality all around. The game also supports cross-platform play, meaning you can play on PC and mobile. The devs are engaged with the community, listening closely, and pushing updates as fast as possible. Gameplay is balanced, with plenty of free players competing fairly. It really feels like the Delta Force team took the time to learn from the failures of Warzone Mobile and Apex Legends Mobile, and used those lessons to build something better. The servers are very stable, the game isn't packed with bugs, and you don't need a $1,000 device to enjoy it. Honestly, when I heard the news, I wasn't really surprised. Because we've seen this before with Apex Legends Mobile, Battlefield Mobile. They never made it. Even PUBG New State is still on live support, and the pattern is clear. These big-name studios try to bring the console or PC experience to mobile, but they underestimate the platform and ignore the players. While Warzone Mobile had the hype, the brand, and even the resources that most teams don't have, they didn't have the proper execution. And now, they don't have the game anymore either. So, is Delta Force the reason why Warzone Mobile got shut down? Not directly, but it definitely made the failures more obvious. Delta Force showed us what we should expect from a AAA mobile shooter. If you were one of the few who stuck with Warzone Mobile through all its issues, or if you're just looking for a better alternative, I highly recommend you try out Delta Force Mobile. It's not perfect yet, but it's miles ahead of where Warzone Mobile ever was. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree that Delta Force might just set a new standard for mobile shooters? Are you sad to see Warzone go, or do you think this was long overdue? I want to hear your thoughts. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Rest in peace, Warzone Mobile. I'm MDG Spart. Stay legendary.